Hey everyone, it's Zach here, and let me tell you about this. I was buzzing around in the Cadillac the other day, and I noticed that my temperature gauge was about one click too high. I plugged in my scan tool, bought one of these blue drivers, and it monitors all sorts of things, live data, but it monitors the coolant temperature, and so I verified that in fact it was running a little warm. So these North Star motors are known for having bad head gaskets, but this is a 2003, and they made some revisions in 2000 and 2001. And so this year is relatively bulletproof on that. So I was confident when I checked the oil and the coolant, it wasn't milky, it wasn't mixed at all. So in fact, I got about 10 quarts of coolant on the garage floor, and you can see it's not milky or nothing. It's actually golden color like it should be, but I got a kitty litter moat kind of holding it all back. Anyways, so we tore into it because when I bought the car, I knew that the tensioner for the water pump, the belt, was a little loud. I'll show you. Can you hear it? So I knew it was a little loud, and so that was kind of on my projects. And from doing my research, I knew that I had to take out the computer, the mass airflow, everything in here, and to change the belt or tensioner, you have to remove the water pump. So while I was in there, the water pump's only $20. The tensioner and belt were like $20, and this valve cover gasket, since I bought the car, has always leaked, and I thought, this is a really good time to just get in there and get these things really buttoned up. For $100 with a $16 specialty tool, and I feel like I had to buy another tool, but I can't remember. And minimal hardware. This is all the hardware that I got pulled out so far. There'll be another 6 or 8 bolts for the valve cover gasket, looks like. So very minimal amount of work to get in here and change these things. But anyways, so the tensioner I knew was bad. Here's the old belt. I'm imagining it's original. I have no way of knowing, but the car has 103,000 miles on it. Little Rosie up there. I just fed her, so she should be good for a while. But I think this is what was going wrong. The thermostat. So just upon inspection, I thought this gasket looks really weird to me. And then on the back side, it's all kind of blown out. And this pin looks weird to me too. It's kind of like bent over, and I can't remember if that's how they're supposed to be or not, but I got all these new things. Like I said, the coolant wasn't milky, oil's not milky, coolant's not milky, and so fingers crossed it's not a head gasket, but from what I can tell, it's not. And yeah, so that's what we got going on. The other specialty tool that I needed was the 3-jaw pullers. I got a 3-set, let's see, I think it's a 3-inch, a 4-inch, and a 6-inch. And I need that because to change the valve cover gasket, I got to pull this gear. So you can see how everything was related. I had to remove this gear to get this off anyways, and I wanted to change the belt, which meant I had to take the water pump out, so why not just change that? And, it just compounds, but it's all kind of stuff that's bound to go bad anyways. But this thing doesn't spins good, doesn't feel gritty. I don't know why I can't spin right now, but yeah, it doesn't seem gritty or locked up or anything. But since I'm in there, might as well. I haven't received all my parts yet. I think I'm going to get them on Friday. But I did receive, like, this O-ring. I got this gasket that'll be here soon. Here's that. I don't know if you want to call it an O-ring or a gasket. The belt. And, the new tensioner's hanging around here somewhere. It's in the box here. So here's our new tensioner. butter. So, yeah, and like a lot of people think these Cadillacs are so expensive to have, and they can be if you don't know how to work on stuff yourself. But the key to these Cadillacs is they are a GM motor product, which means easy to work on. That's kind of GM's thing, is that like, yeah, you know, they're expensive. This car was $45,000 in 2003, but I ripped into it. This only took me maybe an hour to get all the way ripped down, and I'm pretty much just waiting on parts. I'm going to work on that valve cover tonight, but you've seen it. There's not that much hardware. It's all the same. It's all 10 millimeter bolts the whole way across. And there's a zillion videos there's a zillion videos online showing how to do it. So really not that hard. You just got to get your hands dirty. So that's what's going on. I thought I'd let you guys know, and I'll keep you posted. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I guess we might have a bad head gasket, but we shouldn't. And I think it was just a faulty thermostat, because it would get warm, then the cooling fans would kick on, and just like that, boom, it would get cool again. So just whatever was going on was wonky, and hopefully hopefully that's the last of it. But overall, I mean, this car's like still a spring chicken, 103,000 miles. Jeez. The only other thing I need to work on is the camber on this wheel. Kind of sits out. I think they call that negative camber. And I guess it's adjustable, but I'm going to get under there and check like the ball joint and the A-arm to see. I might need to put a new A-arm under there. I can't remember. I think the bushings are shot on it, if I remember right. And those aren't too expensive either, but the ball joint and A-arm are like a complete piece, so I'll probably just get a whole new A-arm. But yeah, so we're in it, $100 for all these new parts that I shouldn't have to worry about for a while. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to get myself into it, and I'll talk to you later. So thanks for watching.